what's your go-to for finding great employees for your
Yeah,
store?
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a hard
awesome.
one.
So I love interviewing. I don't mind asking the person that's sitting across the table from me if there's anybody else that you may know that's in the same business as you. I like taking more of like a green level. We'll stick on an advisor for instance, right? I like taking advisors maybe more from the medical side, like home care. They understand that they have to put a smile on their face every single day that they go to take care of someone that can be ill, may only have a little bit of time left,
Yeah.
hospice. My grandparents went through it, and I noticed that right off the bat. The lady and the guys that were coming in, for my grandparents over the course of the last, call it 10 or 15 years, it didn't matter what mood. They were always in a good mood. They were cheerful. I don't know if they had a bad day on the way in, what's going on in their personal life. They never brought that type of temperature, if you would, into the household of where, for instance, grandfather's passing away, right? And I think if someone's interested in moving into that kind of role, I strongly would suggest sitting down and working with them because they're going to be more involved and engaged to that customer, to their needs, I think more so than the sale. And the sale is just going to follow right after that because they're going to learn that trust, and the customer sitting across from them like, this person really cares. Like, making sure that I'm okay with this vehicle, or understand my full needs of this, or where the bill is going to be and what the expense, or what should I do first and put on, you know what I mean? Like, there's more to it. And sometimes, and I was guilty at a time, especially in an advisor, we're moving fast and we're about to sale. Cause I got a manager harpooning me over and over, like, hours bro. This is your pen. You got a pen. Well, I but you want me to learn the customer? Like, which one do you want me to do first? And I guess when you start developing that skill set, as you get a little bit more involved with it. And if you are that type of person that's looking for the advancement, take a little thing out of Ruffles Bible for just a second and rip that page out and get to know your customers, and the money will follow afterwards.
It really will. People, I think you said this last time, or I hear it a lot. People don't care how much you know, they know how much you care. And when you have somebody like that, specialized at home hospice, a stranger basically coming in during something that extremely emotional and traumatic like that, to be able to win them over real quickly, it takes a special person that knows how to develop. And they're sincere. They care.
Wait, and you even tell them, when you ask Russ, when you ask their why do you do the medical? Why are you in hospice? And I've done it. I've interviewed with them. And there's some that are working for us now. I'm not just saying I only go to hospice or hospitals. I'm just saying, but in that type of industry where they're still dealing with a customer or patient of some sort.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you're listening to the person you're interviewing across from you, and then your next interview comes in is a well-groomed advisor with the best numbers across the board. They're a little bit different,
Yeah.
I've interviewed teachers that don't want to be teachers no more, and they're like, oh, I can't deal with the stress. Well, let's talk about stress in the car biz. Ready? You know what I mean? Like, customer just bought a brand new car and it's getting towed in. There's some stress coming at you.
Yeah.
The fun, happy moment, and the pictures all over social media and the ribbon on the car. That was all great, and now the car stalled or died out or what happened. It changes, right? But a good manager, director, even an advisor, guys, would be able to, they should identify that and put that next hat on, So do we treat everybody equally? No, we treat everybody fairly, but there's a chameleon in you that you need to adapt to, because one may not want to be spoken to the same way as the last. For instance, like the customer bought the car versus the guy that just normally comes in for oil changes.
Yeah.
They're two different. Yeah. So you got to be able to identify that. And that comes with coaching, training. That comes with our team over at Banyan and our recharge sessions and so forth. So, yeah.